in learning institution, public and private, and other leadership qualities. And actually, there are 50 qualities of a good leader. I only summarize into 10 characteristics of a good leader. And thank you very much for requesting me. To those who enrolled currently in the midst of pandemic, the educational leadership, administration, management, educational administration, and the like. So what is leadership first? Leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. Leaders help themselves and others to do the right things. They set direction, build an inspiring vision, and create something new. Leadership is about mapping out where you need to go to win as a team or organization. And it is dynamic, exciting, and inspiring, not fault-finding. Now, there are qualities of a leader that are set here, or I mentioned, as I said, 50 actually internationally recognized, but I put here 10. And the first quality of a leader is integrity. Though it may not necessarily to be a metric in employee evaluations, integrity is essential for an individual and the organization. It's especially important for top-level executives who are charting the organization's course and making countless other significant decisions. Our research shows that integrity may actually be a potential blind spot for organizations. Make sure your organization reinforces the importance of integrity to leaders at various levels. Even if you are not leader yet, if you are the integral, if you do not have integrity, how can you lead the group in the near future if you are not? The second quality is ability to delegate. Delegating is one of the core responsibilities of a leader, but it can be tricky to delegate effectively. The goal isn't just to free yourself up, it's also to enable your direct reports, facilitate teamwork, provide autonomy, lead to better decision making, and help your direct reports grow. In order to delegate well, you also need to build trust with your team. But as I said a while ago, if you are a fault finder, you do not have trust in yourself, with your team, with your organization, then as a leader, you are not good follower. The third one is communication. Effective leadership and effective communication are intertwined. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot even master of everything. Or, you know, because you need to be able to communicate in a variety of ways, from transmitting information to coaching your people, and you must be able to communicate with a range of people across roles, social identities, and more. There are 5 tips to be more effective communicator, and you should learn better conversations that can improve your workplace culture. Number 4 is self-awareness. In social sciences, there are tests or researches regarding self-awareness. While it is more inwardly focused skill, self-awareness is paramount for leadership. The better you understand yourself, the more effective you can be. Do you know how other people view you? or how you show up at work. Take the time to learn about the four aspects of self-awareness and how you can dig into each component. Because you're looking only yourself as a leader, they do not know that you leader are emotionally immature if you do not know yourself, if you do not have awareness to yourself. 5, gratitude. Gratitude is giving thanks. Actually make you a better leader. Gratitude can lead to a higher self-esteem, reduce depression, anxiety, even better sleep. Many of the leaders now cannot sleep because they are very, very stressful. They tend to become insecure to their team, to their organization. Remember, anxiety is psychologically ill, psychologically disorder, you know? That is the orientation of anxiety. Few people regularly say thank you at work, even though most people say they would be willing to work harder for an appreciative boss. Follow the steps for giving thanks and practicing more. But if you just say thank you because you are, you know, you want to recognize yourself, that is plastic attitude. Number 6, learning agility is the ability to know what to do when you don't know what to do. If you're a quick study or able to excel in unfamiliar circumstances, you might already be learning agile. But anybody can foster learning agility through practice, experience, and effort. Explore how great leaders are great learners with short learning agility to get started. Of course, there are also trying hard leaders nowadays because they are in the position. What happens? They are not agile, you know? 7, influence. Some people influence feels like a dirty word, but being able to convince people through logical, emotional, or cooperative appeals is a component of being an inspiring, effective leader. Influence is quite different from manipulation, and it needs to be done authentically and transparently. It requires emotional intelligence and trust building. Find out how to build the influence, you know, of others. Because there are leaders that cannot influence others to grow because leaders or followers look at that kind of leadership to those, you know, that they cannot even authentically influence people to go. Number 8, empathy is correlated with job performance and a critical part of emotional intelligence and leadership effectiveness. There are researches that prove this. Empathy, if you show more empathy towards your direct reports, our research show you are more likely to be viewed as better performer by your boss. Empathy can be learned, and in addition to make you more effective, it will also improve work for you and those around you. Organization can follow these 5 steps to encourage empathy at work. So there is a correlation between job performance and emotional intelligence in order to become effective leader. And the last one is my number 9 first. Number 9, encourage. Courage. It can be hard to speak up at work, whether you want to voice a new idea, provide feedback to a direct report, or flag as concern for someone above you. That's part of the reason courage is a key skill for good leaders. Rather avoiding problems or allowing conflicts to fester, courage enables leaders to step up and move things in the right direction. You should know how to make workplace positive. That requires culture, courage to speak the truth, not to cover up. I hate cover up, you know. And the last word is putting it together. The characteristics of a good leader. While successful leaders may exhibit these 10 leadership skills to varying degrees, all good leaders leverage at least some or most of these characteristics. Together, they make up the backbone of leadership across leader levels, industries, and continents. Without these leadership skills, without these skills, true leadership is impossible. Okay? So that's all. And I hope you learned something. Good morning. Just call my name.